here's Kate, just here. Kate is a lawyer and is awesome. Just happens to be one of the Aussie online entrepreneurs as well. And she is an expert in the beautiful world of trademarks and patents and intellectual property. So, if you want to get a trademark for your product, you should have a chat with Kate, who's one of the Aussie online entrepreneurs, and let her know that you're in the Aussie online entrepreneurs, and she will do you this awesome deal here. Look, super cool. Kate does heaps and heaps of folks, does their trademarks for them. Very cool. She's an awesome lady, and she really understands Amazon because she's selling on Amazon as well, and she's one of the Aussie online entrepreneurs. So if you want to get this done after I've finished talking about it, go speak to Kate. So Sarah's question is this: will this cover only the US or will it cover in other places? So that's a two-part question, and I need to be very specific in the way I answer it. So if your question is, by getting a trademark in the US of A, so that you can get brand registry on Amazon, will that trademark also allow you to get brand registry in other Amazon marketplaces? So that's one part of the question. And if that is the question, then the answer is sometimes yes. So not at all specific, sometimes yes. So specifically, I have seen that Amazon trademark for USA will also allow you to get brand registry in Canada and in Mexico. So I have personally seen that. I don't know about any other countries, but I've personally seen that. So it looks like Amazon will look at the application and look at what linked marketplaces, because Amazon.com gives you access to Mexico and Canada, just like Amazon Australia gives you access to Japan, just like Amazon in France gives you access to the rest of Europe, blah. So it looks like in those situations, you can utilize that to get brand registry in other territories. However, the purpose of a trademark over and above brand registry on Amazon is also to protect your intellectual property more broadly within that country. And if that's the situation, then a trademark that's registered in the USA will only protect your intellectual property in the USA. It won't afford you any protection outside of the territory within which you have applied for and been granted that trademark. So, if you are wanting to get broad intellectual property protection for your brand outside of the Amazon architecture, then you will need to apply and get granted a mark within each territory that you want to get protection from. And if you're just wanting to use a trademark to get brand registry, then my current understanding is that a mark that's granted in a big marketplace like America will also potentially get you access to Canada and to Mexico. Ditto within the European Union, you can get some protection there. So, but again, I ain't no lawyer, so I'm not. And the thing with being a lawyer is Amazon's terms of service are not the same as the legal so-called terms of service. Okay, so just because one is granted, it doesn't mean that the other is granted, and vice versa. Hope that makes sense. I know it's a bit of a shit-ass answer, but it's a nuanced answer, as all these things are, based on Amazon's own peculiarities versus the governing law of any given country as well. So if it were me and I were in your shoes, I would definitely get Kate on it and definitely get Kate doing it. That's what I would do. So Vanda says a European registry is approved also in the USA. Okay, so that's very interesting. So Vanda is here in Portugal with me, and she is saying that her trademark that's registered in Europe is also giving her brand registry in America. So that's very, very interesting. And Wolfgang said a US trademark and a US brand registry used to give us brand no, not to the best of my knowledge, Wolfgang. That will not work. But, you know, what I have found is, and what sucks, I guess for me as somebody trying to help you, but not for you, is that Amazon applies its own terms of service in a very ad hoc fashion, meaning that they may not grant a brand registry in Australia for a US-based trademark in one category, but they could well grant it in another. So, you know, I guess the bottom line is get your mark in whichever country you need it in first, and then see if you can use it, because they'll tell you immediately. See if you can use it in your next territory that you go after, and if you can't, then clearly go and see Kate and she'll help you out. I guess that's the bottom line as far as this goes. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.